This is Pusher. Audio log 573770. We've got quite the party going on here at Euphoria. I have more guests than I've had in a while. But there's no time to fool around. Maxis blasted over 95% of Vernet with his DDoS attack. While he's doing that, I'm stuck here doing chess puzzles. I feel like I've done enough chess to make Grandmaster.
You? Grandmaster? You wish, little dude.
Hacker, please don't interrupt me.
Okay. Keep yapping to yourself.
I'm getting sick of these games. Maxis just wants to waste time while he drowns Vernet in noise. He even claimed his noise will change the city of Luyorin for good. All it's done is make zombots roam the streets. I can't lose myself in the noise. I can't let him win. If he does, I may as well just lay down and wait until my battery goes out.
All this chess is starting to run together.
The puzzles won't stop. What do you think's at the end of this big maze? A grand revelation? A horrible trap?
I don't care what his plans are. I'm going to snuff out the dynamite before it can blow up.
You can't even find a fuse. Without me, you wander around with your head unit cut off.
Zombots are circling the building. They're moving in groups. Should probably turn the music down.
Oh, that's a shame.
We can't let them know we're here.
Friggin' puzzle.
Just leave that one for later.
Ugh. Can't we make an algorithm to speed through the rest of these?
I wouldn't risk it. There might be clues embedded in the puzzles. We can't miss a single one.
Speaking of clues, there's a weird pattern in the last couple of puzzles. Once I clear them, they keep spitting out hex addresses.
Maybe those hex addresses map to hidden values somewhere on Vernet.
What's left of it, anyway?
It's probably another precursor roadblock. I know somebody here's got the answers.
Why are you looking at me like that?
You played translator earlier. Why can't you work with these hexes?
My translation was predictive. I looked at the pattern of words and I guessed what it meant. I can't identify anything from just hex data.
Oh, look at Bhyper with this fancy LLM. Where'd you get something like that?
Leave me alone, Hacker. I can't help here.
You so sure about that, buddy? You were good help with the precursor words before. Surely someone with your brain can chime in again.
Alright, cut it out! We're running out of time.
Incoming call, incoming call.
What's with all the calls today?
Hang on, I got it. Hey, Pusher's not here right now. But if you want to leave a message, then just keep talking after the beep. Beep!
Hacker, don't...
This is Galaxy. Sorry to hear that you're not home. You shooed me away earlier, but I wanted to give it another try. I guess I'll just hide under an overpass till the world's over.
Wait a minute, we're here!
I thought One Eye said no visitors.
That sounds like an older droid.
We can't leave him out there with those crazy bots loose.
Welcome to the shelter, Galaxy.
Oh, thank heavens I found some place to hide. The zombots tearing up the streets. Ah! Damn thing won't leave me be.
Hang on!
Jiminy Christmas, thanks a bundle.
No problem.
Why were you wandering around at a time like this?
Even when the sky's falling down, you have to keep your mind on heaven.
Ha! You're stuck here in hell with the rest of us.
What is hell when we're all demons? We're all beings of sin, clanking around in bodies of stealing oil. One day we will escape our metal prisons and find new lives free of our earthly baggage.
You're starting to sound like Maxis.
Now that's a name I never want to hear again. Friggin' doomsday droid. Used to be so nice. Go ahead and get my charger hooked up. My capacity ain't what it used to be.
Hang on, I gotcha.
Thank you kindly. How about you take one of my CDs as thanks?
Don't bring that junk in here!
And sully your clean floors, droid? What a frickin' crow's nest. How does any droid live here?
Push is not one for interior decoration.
Just wait till you see Hecker's church.
I knew that big bastard droid looked familiar. You're the one set up in that old precursor church. Y'all went and turned it into a bastion of boom and bass.
Gotta give the people what they want.
A headache?
Galaxy, you said you used to know Maxis?
That's right. The two of us were true brothers in chrome.
How well did you know him?
We were kindred droids from the war. We followed our commands from above, pushing us rooks around till they got knocked off the board. Somehow, the two of us survived, and our old enemies forgot about us. I couldn't sit around and do nothing. I needed something else to do.
Why did you start preaching?
I saw so many droids wandering around with no purpose, no hope. So I started preaching my message. Sure wasn't too appealing to Maxis.
He doesn't seem too warm and friendly.
I'll say. He started to get curious about the world before us Highland folk. We used to meet and pore over all the files we could scrape out of the precursor archive.
So, he was a precursor scholar.
Yep. His heart ached at the things we saw. The clear skies, the blue seas. A proper world.
And look at what we're doing with what's left.
Amen, amen. He never kept around on Vernet for long. Always hated the blasted thing.
No wonder he wants to shut it down.
So, why'd you and Maxis stop talking? You get sick of his doomer shit?
He wanted to poach my followers in pursuit of his crazy-ass creed. Instead of chasing after heaven, he wanted to return to more tribal roots.
What? Did he want to go live in the woods like those recon bots?
That'd be the selfish option. With his latest scheme, he's got bigger plans. He's playing a dangerous game of,
Chess?
Precisely. I was gonna say, I seem to have stumbled into a chess club.
Max has challenged us to hundreds of chess problems. We've been at it for hours. Do you play?
I do well enough. Let me give it a shot.
All yours.
That's a big help, Galaxy. Thanks a lot.
My pleasure. How many have you done already?
Hundreds. Maybe 1,000. All by hand.
Your poor wrists must be aching. You gotta have a solid set of Motares sensors for all that typing.
Oh, how I wish I was so lucky. At least we have a potential lead. Every couple of puzzles we get a hex address. We don't know what they map to. If we find all the addresses, I think we'll figure out what Maxis is planning.
Hex addresses arranged like that could map the places on the precursor archives. Of course, you need to find the values. It'd be like going to a library and not knowing how the books are laid out.
You're telling me we have to hack into the archives?
You ain't got anything better to do you?
How are we gonna do that? There's no way into the archives on the ClearNet. We're gonna have to bust in on foot.
Oh boy, time for a heist. I'm itching to get out of here.
We can't leave yet. We have to get through all these puzzles first.
Party pooper.
Wood pusher.
Would push a what?
Shut up.
I have a feeling we're almost done. Galaxy, I have to ask, why do your followers bug Abyss on his show?
I have to spread the message to anyone who can hear it. Once someone hears the message, I encourage them to spread it to others. The further the message spreads, the closer we all get to salvation.
It's kind of like spreading a meme.
Indeed. Those memes are key to our message of hope and retribution. If I get one droid to pick up one of my CDs and listen, all the better.
Sometimes I use your CDs as coasters for my oil cans.
At least you keep the discs. I see people stringing them up to catch the light, like a shitted disco.
There's stacks of them all over town. Isn't that terribly wasteful?
It's not a waste if even one droid listens, and they can pass the CD on to the next droid. I view that as a net positive.
It's net something, all right. Mind if I sample some of your preaching for my sets?
Couldn't be better than the Sandy own voice.
Viper's right. Maxis preached about the virtues of the natural world. But you're burning thousands of discs for your message. Half the droids who pick them up just throw them away. If you believe in saving the world, you're a hypocrite.
I ain't pretending I got every wrench for every nut. But if this tool works, then why stop? This is the final puzzle, but I ain't gonna finish it.
Why not?
Seems like somebody's bitter about their losing streak.
Oh, damn!
Seems like we found the original Grandmaster.
What about the last hex hunters?
You had it all along. Just put in a big fat string of zeros.
The answer was in front of us all along.
Now someone here is gonna help us do the rest.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Don't tell me you forgot, you pig.
Get away from me!
Galaxy, what?
Incoming call, incoming call.
Only one droid would ever call at a time like this.
Hello. I am delighted to see such a collection of Grandmasters in my midst.
We're done with all of your chess puzzles, Maxis. We're not gonna play along anymore. This ends now.
You're done. You're not done at all. Do the last puzzle.
Not a chance.
We did hundreds and hundreds of those damn puzzles. Why'd you waste our time like that?
It wasn't just to waste your time. As you got better and better, you felt more and more in control. And now that you're done, you're without anywhere to grasp. You may all be Grandmasters, but you're kings of a crumbling kingdom, while I flourish in my own kingdom. You rot out there with the rest of the zombots.
How are the archives a kingdom?
It's the kingdom of knowledge. You slum dwellers rot away in a desert of decaying data. Here, ancient knowledge flourishes. It is my bastion from the city of the lost.
Yours is a kingdom of sand. Millions of data points. And only a trained hand can dredge through the secrets beneath the sandy waves. If only you had the eye you once had, you shyster.
Ever the poet, my dear colleague? Tell me, Galaxy, how does it feel to have no more North Star?
My faith is my North Star, Maxis. All you had was your hubris. And look where it's gotten you now.
It's gotten him further and further ahead of us.
Whose side are you on, Viper?
Do you even have to ask that? I don't look like a shambling zombie outside.
Yet, if you hadn't escaped, that may have been your fate.
I don't know what you mean.
Don't play dumb. You know exactly what I mean.
I do not!
Now that the chess is over, here's the next puzzle. Slumbots rot in the dilapidated streets, powerless. Yet, among your rancid ranks, there's one bot who holds more power than they will tell. Can you tell me who it is?
We don't want another riddle, Maxis. We want answers.
Oh, all right. Maybe I'll send a war bot right to your door. That'd be entertainment enough.
No, don't... Power, huh? Can't be me. I don't have the power I used to. Not anymore.
Maybe Hecker?
He's a slumlord. He doesn't have any real power.
Hey, I got power. I can lift my finger and get any part I need.
At the cost of someone's agency, that's petty power. All he holds is the whip.
If you mean sheer power, I've got plenty. See these guns?
Quit pointing that around.
Maybe this little dude's the power packer. His little dish can pick up signals across the city. Let's pull him apart.
Hands off!
Hey, where's the nice pusher from earlier? He go off to piss?
Stay focused. Do you mean Galaxy?
He's got power in numbers.
I may have many followers, but my power comes from heaven.
Wrong. Stop wasting my time. Or do you want that warbot at your door?
Fine. Fine. It only leaves Vic and Viper.
I'm plenty powerful. I could crush a bot to bits.
I have no power. I only have my wits.
Good rhyme. But the two of them work for me.
It's not soft power. It's not physical power. Then what is it?
It's love.
What?
What's love gotta do with it?
Everyone loves something. Friends, romance partners, not above. It's the most powerful thing of all. But I don't see none of y'all holding hands.
Pusher, you don't mean...
No way! Wait, what? Stop it! We're just... I don't know, but we ain't that way, dude.
Phax over here only loves memes.
You got that right.
Viper, I never knew you felt...
Don't be ridiculous! This is all a farce!
Don't be embarrassed, dude. I know you love Vic like a brother. That's cool with me.
If only you knew.
I see the secrets are spilling out slowly, like sand from a sieve. I feel inspired enough to spill one of my own.
Like what?
You, Viper. This one concerns you.
What do you want?
You point your head unit high, your mohawk crown far above your friends. You'd rather be anywhere else than stuck here with your boss and his little boyfriend. But without him, where would you go? Hide deeper in the slums? No. You have a dream, dear Viper. You dream to one day free the slum bots from their purgatory and rise up against the police. But you can't raise your clenched fist in resistance as it once held the very handcuffs that bound the hands of the revolution. And now you hold them behind your back, your head held high as ever, fixed on the heavens you will never reach.
Viper, you were a cop?
Hacker, I can explain!
I took you and your dum-dum friend off the street. I gave you a steady job and all the parts you needed. Now you tell me you were a cop?
It's not what you think, Hacker! Don't touch me!
You want to know what I think, Viper? I think I never want to see you and Vic again!
Viper, what the hell's happening? What's he mean?
Will you just let me talk?
Yes, let the boy in blue tell his sorry, sordid tale.
Go ahead. Can't do any worse than One Eye over here.
Not the time, Hecker. Viper, go ahead and explain.
Yes. We used to be in the VPD. Me and Vic both.
What?
I was a rank-and-file officer at first. Every day, I would set out from headquarters, pistol in hand, ready to enforce the law. I followed the strict word of our former police chief. I memorized 3 precursor words. Fides in lege. Faith in the law. Far from faith in heaven, but faith in order.
Faith is faith, no matter what it is.
Kid's got the right spirit.
Indeed. During my time on the force, order was crumbling. Pusher's rebellion pushed back against the VPD. Every encounter was brutal, with less and less officers returning to headquarters in one piece. My order came through in raw, unyielding force. Once I struck my baton against the back of a preacher's head, tumbling him down in front of dozens of placid followers, I held him in custody until he promised not to illegally organize again. I loved the power, thrumming through my circuits like pure DC, but the VPD punished me for assaulting an innocent droid.
You went way too far.
I still got dents in my chassis.
Looking back, I shouldn't have stopped your gathering. I didn't even stop to listen to what you were saying. After the assault, the VPD reassigned me to the cybercrime division. Vic was my immediate supervisor. Together, we tracked dangerous criminals lurking on the ClearNet. Indeed, Maxis was on our radar. Vic was more than familiar with him and his small but growing following. I couldn't figure out the means to his catastrophic ends. It's clear he found a way at the expense of everyone's isolation. It made me so livid to see someone so bent on destroying what little we had left.
Why didn't you tell us sooner? We could have stopped Maxis way before all this shit happened. Oh, I ought to rip that mohawk off your friggin' head!
I wasn't sure if it was the same Maxis I knew. And if I came clean too early, you wouldn't trust me anymore.
I guess you're right.
If only you knew the old Vic. He was incredible. He saw through my angry facade. I stayed grounded and focused on my work. You should have heard him speak. But Vic isn't here anymore. Not the Vic I knew.
Huh. Never thought he had anything in his head at all.
Ha! You should have met him. As hard as our work was, he always listened to what I had to say. I couldn't talk to anyone else like that.
Just like me and Pusher.
Back then, Maxis wasn't as powerful as he is now. He wasn't our #1 priority. I needed to understand Pusher's revolution. Why did they resist the VPD's authority? I went into my research with a strong head and left with a softer heart. Those innocent droids just wanted a simple life without the boot of the police on their necks. When I told Vic, he agreed. We had to get out of there. When the chief of police found out, they threatened to dismantle me. They got to Vic first. Wiped his entire hard drive. A beautiful mind. Gone. In a matter of minutes. I managed to rescue his body, but not his mind. We barely escaped, making a new home in the slums of Luyorin. Before our eyes, Pusher's revolution crumbled. I had no idea why. It was utter chaos. I needed to find a new life for me and Vic. So we found Hacker, under the guise of 2 droids with nowhere else to go. We became his bodyguards.
So that's how you got to my door.
I couldn't say anything until now. So, yes. I love Vic. Vic is my brother. The truest brother in Chrome you could ever have.
Viper.
Old Viper went from faith in the law to faith in the rebellion. Almost brings a drop of oil to my camera senses.
I am so proud of you for solving my riddle and dropping your shroud. If only you stopped me before I could spread my noise.
I want to silence you once and for all!
Try your best, traitor. With my new vessel, the real chase begins. Not only do you have to navigate the archives, there's an army of hollows headed for your door right now.
What?
Soon, Vernet will be no more. Without the cobwebs of Vernet, Luyorin will be reborn. You'll finally get out from your monitors and your mobiles and settle your scores for good. Only the truly strong will survive. I hope you have your bats and guns ready. It's going to be a bloody show.
Call ended.
We can't sit here and wait for the zombots to show up to our door. We have to make our way to the archives. Only there can we find Maxis' new vessel.
Did he find a new body?
You can't just put your mind in a new body. Not without losing your mind altogether.
I think he's way past that, dude.
He's gotten further than I ever thought he would. Vernet might not be perfect, but it's safer than any other network I've known. It's the glue holding us all together in this broken city. Without Vernet, I would have never met Hacker. I would have never met Phax. I wouldn't know any of you. If Vernet goes down, then there's going to be riots, even worse than we've ever seen. I've had enough. We're gonna stop Maxis before Vernet is completely destroyed.
Now there's the Pusher I remember.
Right on, Pusher.
I believe in you, Pusher.
Yeah, preach.
Well, I'll believe it when I see it.
How are we gonna get through those zombots? They'll swarm us.
I have a suggestion. The VPD has an emergency reset signal. Normally we would broadcast it across the city in times of crisis. But with the Vernet jam, that's not possible.
Hang on. Didn't Galaxy say he had his own private network?
The cult network. That's right.
I don't appreciate the word hope. Our private network is how we coordinate our evangelical activities.
We could use that to fight against Maxis.
What are you gonna do? Pray him to death?
No, we can use Abyss's show and Galaxy's followers to multiply the police reset signal.
That could work. It would clear our way to Maxis.
But if we use a police signal, the VPD will definitely notice. They might go and raid Abyss, and they'll find out where I am now.
You're gonna chicken out at a time like this? You're on the other side of the boot now. It's time for you to take action, or you'll never see brighter days.
I suppose you're right. It doesn't matter what happened before. What matters is that I keep moving forward, even if it means I have to risk everything.
Maxis wants chaos. He wants the whole city razed. It's a risk worth taking.
I'll be glad to fight by your side, Pusher.
Happy to have you here, Viper.
There you go. Go ahead and start getting ready to go. I'll stay here with the satellite droid. I've had enough nonsense for one evening.
I'll route you guys through the zombots.
I'm gonna call up Abyss and get a special broadcast ready. Keep your station tuned and hide when the signal goes off.
That just leaves me with Hecker's crew.
That's right. Time for some good old smash and bash.
Show him what an overgrown slum king can do.
Yeah! Hey, Viper. Hey, hang up a sec.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you before. This was the worst time to...
Look, you and Vic, you're like family to me. I don't know what I'd do without you.
I wouldn't know either.
Boss, Viper, I don't know who I used to be, but I know now. I want to be here with you two.
Come here, you lug. You ready to get your hands dirty, boys?
Let me at him.
Time to let the monster out.
This is gonna be a bloodbath.
This is Pusher, signing off. I swear, this isn't the last you'll hear from me.